Hi everyone, this is Val and I have now completed my Vintage Cars journal and I'd like to do a quick flick through for you. It's my standard style and size, about 9 inches by 6, give or take. There are 3 signatures, which is normal for me, and I don't know how many pages there are, probably about 50 double-sided pages in this little one. It's a very masculine kind of journal, so there's no lace and ribbons and all the pretties that I often do. I've collaged the front with a number of elements from the kit I used, a bit of hessian here, and a little sign for the journal that I made specially. I wanted to tie it up somehow masculine, and I'm thinking I'll eventually do this with either chain or leather, but at the moment I'm not going out, and so I've just torn up some strips of the fabric I used for the cover and tied them through there to tie it together, and it's working okay, but it's not quite the look I will eventually require of this journal. So just a quick flick through. All of the elements come from the Vintage Cars kit, which is one of my own kits. Not those things, there's a few extras that are not mine, but all of those are. And I've used some of my paper pads, of which I have many, and this one's just a kind of like a vintage map kind of look, which I've put in the front and back covers. I've also used some of my cardstock packs for pockets where I needed to supplement it a little bit with what's in the kit. So that's kind of like a page from a book, and it's about Ampol, so it's quite appropriate to go in the book. Lined papers, which I like to include some. That's just a little pocket made with some cardstock, and a tag made also with cardstock. Might get a bit embellished if I get carried away and want to keep going on this. So I'm pretty happy with it how it is at the moment. I've put a lot of coffee dyed paper in, as well as the kit pages, which is one of them there. And the kit also features these file folders. I think there's about 4 throughout the book that I use as pockets. This here, I think this is really cute. And this is just an automobile license from 1917. So I just think that looks really cute in there. A dictionary page. Double spread there from the kit. Beautiful old cars. And just a little old paper clip. The component, the top layer of that at least, is in the kit. That's not kit paper, that's from my steampunk kit, not my own, sorry. It is one that I purchased. More of the pages from the kit. That's a card from the kit which I've just used to create a tuck spot, with another little one at the back with some cardstock from my collection. Another kit page with an old Chevy. Beautiful old cars. Kit paper. The other side of that Ampol paper that I put in. Here I've just made a pocket. That's actually a little tuck spot if I wanted to put something behind there, but I haven't got anything at the moment, so it's just ready waiting. And I've just created that with a page from the kit that I chopped up. I think I might have used most of that page for the collage on the front cover. So there's that little bit left over, and I've just used that to make a pocket. That's from the kit. And here I've just created like a little clipboard type look, which looks kind of cute, with some beautiful paper there at the back. I just, as an aside, I actually got a book of this at the op shop, and it's just beautiful. I'm just using it all the time. I'm a bit stingy with it. I could have done with more, but I don't know. I don't want to run out of it. I just love it. So that's the end of the first signature and the start of the second one. I've tried to keep the backgrounds looking, you know, rustic, a bit rugged kind of stuff. And yeah, I think it works for me. It mightn't work for everybody. People might want it to look glitzy like it would have been in their day. But I kind of go with us looking back at the vintage cars and keeping those looking beautiful and all that kind of stuff. But the backgrounds are aged to sort of show them off better, if that makes sense. All right, there's that Ampol page again. Here's one of my little double envelopes that I made here. So with these, you end up with a little tuck spot inside, and I've just got that so that it clips in there. And then at the back, you've also got another pocket in the envelope itself, and then the tuck spot behind. And I do have a YouTube video on how I make those. So if you're interested and you would like to know how to make them, just check that one out. just a variety of paper to write on. Some music paper there. I've used the back of that to put a tag, sorry, to put a pocket made from the cardstock, and just some little ephemera there in a little tuck spot that I created just by, again, that's the page I cut out, I think, for some of the images on the covers. And just some more tags I've made. I love the look of the old number plates on the pages, as you'll see as we go through. I do it more than one time. And the old signs for Coca-Cola, as well as the old cars. Another one of the altered paper clips with one of the cards from the kit there. And another kit page. Here I've just created a little pocket arrangement here, and all the components for that are in the kit. And that's just one of Tim Holtz's tickets. That's a card from the kit, and that's a tag from the kit as well. So, lots of writing space as well as tuck spots and, you know, tags and so forth. And again, I think there might be, no, yes, there is a little tuck there if you wanted to use it as a tuck. I kind of didn't necessarily want to put something there, but I didn't want to stick them all the way down in case somebody later on did want to have something tucked in there. There is a facility to do so. Here's another of those file folders from the kit, and a card, and also just another one of the things that I've cut out randomly. And in the back here, I've used this map as the background on some of the pages, and so I've just printed it out on copy dyed paper, just sort of like a touring map kind of thing, street map, which, you know, with pretty appropriate. I've got to take something off there. I'll come back. Alright, so yeah, another of the lined pages. And the back of that Ampol thing. Here I've got just some, a few tickets and things tucked into a pocket created with the cardstock. And at the front I've just put a little trim across and a couple of tickets stuck in there. That's a Tim Holtz one, but that one's from the kit. The little car, one's from the kit. And here's some Tim Holtz people, and I just love them. I haven't stuck them in the journal because I kind of think that might be an individual taste. So I'm just putting those in the tuck spot there, and if somebody wishes to put them, you know, to put them in the book, they could certainly be added to the pages. They look quite good on tags, etc. So yeah, just something there to add to if the new owner wishes. More lined paper and more journaling space. I love that picture. And this is the last double spread in the middle of the last journal, and it's all about the T model Ford, which you know, old Henry Ford did a great job with producing his cars way back in the early 1900s. And one of his famous quotes was, "People can have the Model T in any colour they like as long as it's black." So here's not. Here we go. Just a little tag here, and just a little bit of note paper that I've put together just because I like that look. And just a little, the circles are provided in the kit, and I've just used it there as a tuck spot. And the touring car. Well, the touring cars were a car that was designed with room for passengers and luggage. It was kind of like the sedan of today. They had two-seaters and coupes and things like that. So the touring car was designed, you know, to go on the road and have a bit of a trip and be able to take your luggage and your family with you. And here we're getting to the end. Here's another one of those double envelopes that I spoke of, and here this one is just tucked in with a ticket, and that got a little stuck, but it's all right. I managed to save it, and the stamp just sticks into the little number plate, which is just the holder there. And that's the end of the journal. Thank you so much for looking. Bye now.